Retreat with some cabins and a chapel for people of God to come and still away and pray and seek the Lord and those things. And so today we see the reality of that dream and of that vision that they have had. So we appreciate them sharing that with all of us today. Actually, Karen and our daughter Faith and myself have spent one of the nights down here in one of the cabins, and so it is really, really good. And we're grateful for that. Before I read the passage of Scripture, though, it's sort of ironic today that this has been dedicated also on Pentecost Sunday. I was thinking about that, and part of the sermon this morning was when Solomon dedicated the temple that he had built for the presence of God to be in, for the Ark of the Covenant. And when he began to pray and dedicate the temple, that the Shekinah glory of God filled the temple and it filled the place. And I'm sure that that would be a great blessing for the presence of the Lord to be around this place. It also reminded me of when Moses stepped up on the mountain to speak with God face to face, and he told him, said, "Take off your shoes, for we're on the stand. It's holy ground." And I'm sure that the intention of that will be a great thing for this to be a place where we'll be anointed of God, blessed of God, where the presence of God can be felt when you drive on this premises. As a place to come and renew yourselves and be revived, and this is a great place to come and spend time with God. So with that being said, I wanted to ask the other day if I would just say a few words about family. As I was speaking there just a moment ago about Moses going into the mountain to get the commandments from God, guess what one of the commandments is? Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. We also can turn over into the New Testament, and we read in the book of Ephesians where the Apostle Paul is talking basically to the family. And while he is talking here, he speaks to the husband, he speaks to the wife and our roles in family. He also speaks to the children. And he said in Ephesians chapter 6, "Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise, that it may be well with thee, and thou mayest live long on the earth. And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nurture and in the admonition of the Lord." When I think of family, it's amazing to me that one of the commandments that God gave back before Israel became a nation, back before they ever crossed over to the Promised Land, God thought it relevant, God thought it important for children to honor their parents, to honor their father and their mother. I'm from a huge family. We have 6 children. There were 6 children with my mom and my dad. We were very family oriented. We were taught to put our hands over our hearts when you say the pledge of allegiance to the flag. We were taught to go to Sunday school and church. As I said this morning, we were even made to go to Sunday school and to church when we were children. And now I'm eternally grateful that my mother and my father, but my mother especially, when I was young, took the time and the difficulty that it is to get children ready to go to church. My mother saw the value, and she took the time and put the effort and the hard work into taking all of us children to Sunday school and then making us stay for preaching. To this day, I'm grateful for that, and my eternal destination has been changed forever because of parents who love the Lord and talk to their children. That will be heard of just a little bit more from Brother Manny and Sister Wanda. But our families is the fabric of our nation, and with the nation in the situations that we're in, lots of it goes back to family life. So I'm grateful today for family that love God, that love the Lord. And I'm grateful for you being here today. Family is the most important institution that we have. It is through that things like this are built. It is through the family, godly parents, that we are taught. My mother always taught me, she said, Danny, do right just because it's the right thing to do. Parents are a steadfast, as Brother Laney mentioned, foundation. They're a steadfast guide and a great foundation whereon we build our lives. If I had parents that did not care, I would not be standing before you today. Because I had parents that loved and cared for me. Then I can stand before you today. So the parents and the family has a great role. We may not always see eye to eye, but the thing is we have put together. The Bible says that children are a heritage of the Lord. Pray that your children will be full. So we are blessed to be a family. And so we are grateful today. We're just privileged to be here. This is a result of godly families, mothers and fathers, who took the time, and went through the difficult times that it was, to take their children to church and to train their children in the way they should go. And when they are old, they will not depart from it. So today we're grateful for family. And we're grateful for both Manny's family, Sisters Wanda's family, and what they mean to this community, to our church. And who knows? Who knows what God has in store for this place? It's very good to be here and be a part of it. God bless you, Sister Wanda. God bless you, Brother Manny. Thank you all for being here.